Hello and welcome in, nerds. It's me, Makazi, bringing you a video today about the Nintendo Switch. Not just any video. Today I've decided to go through my entire Nintendo Switch collection. And by entire Nintendo Switch collection, I mean the entire thing. I've seen a couple creators out there, more small-time creators, go and make collection videos where they go over their entire collection. But I feel like every time I watch those videos, it's more of like here's a picture or a B-roll of my collection, and I'm going to talk about 10, 15, 20-ish games that I like, because otherwise the video will be too long. Well, as a collector, I still want to see the video. I want to hear your thoughts on the games that you've purchased and collected and why you collected them. And so I wanted to kind of capture that as a collector. I wanted to capture the reasons I got into this, and you can kind of see them behind me here, some of them. I've actually already filmed, as of filming this, I've already filmed the going over all the games part. So, and it is massive, I will say that. I was tempted to make this into a two-parter, but I think I'm going to end up going with just one giant video, and hopefully you guys like it. And if you like it and you like content like this, maybe I'll do some more collection videos. I've got other systems, but I wanted to do the Switch because the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out very soon, and so I wanted to kind of give the Switch its like final hurrah. And so without further ado, this is my Nintendo Switch collection as of May 17th, 2025. All right, and now we're going to go through our entire Nintendo Switch collection. And again, this is as of May 17th, 2025, because I do still have some stuff probably out in processing and in the mail. But first, we're going to start off with some Nintendo first-party games. Now, I tried organizing this the best I could. I might get a couple things wrong. If you notice something is in a category it shouldn't be, go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. But again, we're going to start with the Nintendo first-party game. These are in no particular order. We're just going in order of how I have them here in this pile. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Nintendo first-party games, and I'm going to start off with the games that I have played, and then if I've beaten it, I'll let you know, and then we'll go into the games that I have not played. And so, with the first party, we have everyone's favorite Nintendo Labo Toy-Con 4. So for those who don't know, this is the gun and the VR headset. That's what this one is, and I did build them. You'll see them later on in this video, but I have built them. And I played with them a little bit, but I didn't really get too crazy with them. Next, we have Mario Party Jamboree. Now, this game is a banger, certified banger. And I will say that the game is missing because it's currently not in my Switch, but it's in my Switch case. So that one is played kind of often. Next up, we have Mario Odyssey, one of the first year games. I always forget that they have like the entire lyrics and stuff. This one was amazing. This is definitely one of the best games on the Switch for sure. I'm gonna try and make a separate pile of games that are like the greats. Next up is Kirby Star Allies. Now, I have never really played Kirby games. This is actually the first Kirby game I ever played, and oh boy was it disappointing. I gotta say, wasn't a huge fan, but I did beat it. Next up, we have Super Mario Party. No, this was the bad one. Yeah, this was the bad one. This is the one that was a little bit more like geared towards children, and the levels were kind of too small, and I would say that one is definitely one of the disappointments of this for sure. Next up is obviously a certified banger, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, remake from the Wii U, and yeah, it's got the directions here, and honestly, I mean, this is just a staple of anyone's library for sure. Next up, we have Mario Party Superstars. Now, this was the one that was the remake of the N64 maps and stuff. This is a really cool inside design, and honestly, this is an essential for sure. Like, everyone who has a Switch should have that one. Next up is Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I will say this game surprised me. It was pretty good. I don't remember what the price point was, but this was a pretty good game. I definitely recommend it, but I will say it does drag on a bit. So I will just leave it at that. Next, we got some Pokemon games. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. A lot of people weren't a fan of the Let's Go series, but I'll be honest with you, this one I think is great. I know people say, oh, it's geared towards children, but honestly, I love this game. This is one of the few Pokemon games where I caught every Pokemon of the game. I have all 150 in this one, and I totally think it's worth every penny, especially if you can get it on sale now. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I really never played this gen of Pokemon, and I bought this purely for streaming purposes, and I had an okay time with it, for sure. Not one of my favorites, but it was good. And next up, another Pokemon game, Legends Arceus. This one was kind of an out of left field Pokemon game. Like, it was first of its kind in a lot of ways, more open world, the ability to throw your Pokeballs the way you could, seeing Pokemon out in the wild for the first time. Like, this one was really ahead, like, just, I won't say ahead of its time. This is behind its time, technically, but this game is definitely an essential. I've always said it, and I'll say it again, that anytime you have a Pokemon game that is not a mainline game like Arceus, those are going to be your best experiences with Pokemon, in my personal opinion. And honestly, maybe one day I'll make a Pokemon video. Next up is Splatoon 2. Now, you might notice, like, hey, that's not the cover it's supposed to have. Well, this is the cover variant. This is one of the things that the Switch has a lot of, actually, is these reversible covers. And when I first started collecting for the Nintendo Switch, I definitely was obsessed with finding these and flipping them. And so I usually keep them like that. Next up, we have Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, this game I was honestly probably my first ever tactical RPG experience. And still got the receipt in here and everything. And it was a blast. I keep forgetting that it's 2 players. This game was a blast, and I got this game because of the recommendation of another YouTuber called Beat 'em Ups. That was around the time I first started watching him, and he highly recommended this game. And after playing this and loving it as much as he did, that's what sold me on that channel of being like, okay, this guy definitely has similar taste to me, so I'm going to definitely take his recommendations at heart for sure. Next up is, of course, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, this is obviously a launch title for the system. I did beat Ganon in this game. I didn't 100% it. I didn't get all the Korok seeds, and I didn't finish every single extra quest and stuff. But I put a lot of hours into this game back when there wasn't a lot of games on the system yet, and it is definitely one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite Zelda games, and you'll see it's kind of a shame because I do also have Tears of the Kingdom, which will be coming up in a little bit, and that's not in the beat it pile. But I did beat this one, so I am proud of myself for that. That's definitely an essential. And then finally, the last game on the Nintendo Switch that I beat is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This game was phenomenal. I still can't believe how fun this game actually was. Like, I've never been a giant Mario fan. Like, I've played a bunch of his 2D platformers and 3D platformers, and obviously Party and some of the Mario sports games, but I wouldn't ever have considered myself like a massive fan. But the Switch has just been such a renaissance for a lot of game franchises, for especially for me to try them out for the first time now that I have my own like adult money and stuff. And Mario Wonder being at the tail end of the system as well, what a heater, man. This is a must buy for everyone's Nintendo Switch collection. Next up is going to be the games that I haven't played, for the most part, I'm pretty sure. And starting that up, we're going to go with Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I got this as a Christmas gift, and I keep meaning to open it and play it. As you can tell, it's still sealed, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And that's going to be kind of the theme of a lot of this video, is a lot of the games I just haven't gotten around to, unfortunately. I have a lot of games for this system. As I said earlier, I have over 200 games for this system, and the fact that I've played as many as I have is kind of amazing. Next up, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Now, this one is open, but I have not played it yet. I was waiting. This is really beautiful. I was waiting until I beat Pikmin 2, but I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. So, kind of waiting on that so that I can move on to 3. Next up is Paper Mario Origami King, still sealed. I will say this game has a lot of crappy reviews, which kind of made me not want to play it. I will get to it eventually. I do like the Paper Mario series, even though I haven't played them all. But I do want to play this eventually and give my own opinions on it. But for now, it's still sealed, and it'll probably be played hopefully in the future. Next up is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Now, this game is very special because this was a limited released game from Nintendo themselves. It includes Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, the first one. I bought this game with the full intention of opening it and playing it, and then it just got so crazy rare that it's one of those things where I was just like, I don't know if I can open this. And I do own all 3 of these games individually on their respective systems, so there's really no reason for me to open this. So this may end up staying sealed for basically forever, unfortunately, which I hate that concept. I am a collector, but I'm not that kind of a collector where I want all my games sealed and I want to buy them digitally. Like, I want to buy games to play them. And so I have a feeling that at some point I will end up opening this, or I may end up just getting rid of it and selling it. Next up is Super Mario RPG. This game is kind of got a weird history for me because this game is one that I played as a kid. I have the Super Nintendo cartridge still to this day, and I played it a lot as a kid, and I beat it. And so I bought this because I saw that the remake was really good and kind of different, a little bit on the easier side. So I was like, yeah, I want to give that a try. And doing that, Erica actually played this on stream and beat it, and she loved this game. And I told her if she loved this game that much, she really should play the Super Nintendo game because that one's a little on the harder side, more challenging. But she loved this game. She thought it was an amazing RPG, and I agree with her. It is a fantastic RPG. Next up is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Double Pack. I got this one as a secondhand in a retro, and well, technically it's a retro game store, but they're really just a game store. I haven't opened it yet. My plan was to stream this with Erica, playing Scarlet and Violet together, and then we just never got around to it, and now we're not really streaming as much, so at some point me and her are just going to have to open this and start playing it, honestly. It's one of the few Pokemon gens I haven't played yet. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So now we're getting into games that I have played. Those are the ones that I've not played yet. Now we're getting into ones that I actually have played. I've played this game. I will say I got stuck. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, this game is awesome and I love it, but I just got stuck at one point and just couldn't overcome the hurdle. And so, yeah, I just never ended up finishing it. Bayonetta, this is 1 and 2. 1 is a download. 2 is on the cart. I will say I'm a little mad about that, personally, and it does have Bayonetta 1 as the reverse cover, and then Bayonetta 2 as the... actually, this is the reverse cover. This is the original cover. And it doesn't matter if you see the download code. I've already downloaded Bayonetta 1, so you can't take it from me, but I might black that out anyway. And then you have 2 on the cart. I have played 1 a little bit. I dropped it. I don't even remember why. I just fell off a little bit. I do need to go back and play this at some point. Part of me wants to get rid of this and get the actual Bayonetta 1 and 2 when they're on the cart, because that does exist. But I already downloaded the game, so it's kind of like not really on my priority list right now. So I've played 1, not 2. Next up is Luigi Mansion 3. I did buy this game, and every Halloween time I feel like I want to play it again, and I still just haven't beaten it. It's a great game, and I do enjoy it, but I just, for some reason, haven't gotten around to beating this one. Then we got Toad's Treasure Tracker. This game is honestly slept on. I see this game in game stores all the time. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic puzzler game. You can play 2 players, but I don't know if 2 players is really all that fun, if I'm being honest with you. But this game is just amazing. I have such a good time with it. I haven't beaten it, though, because there's extra levels in it. But I've beaten, I think the main levels, if I remember correctly. But that's why I put it in the not beaten pile. Next up is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is going to be a very hot take, especially because I love Breath of the Wild so much. But I am just not a fan of this game. I don't know why. Every time I try to pick up this game and play it, I get bored. So, yeah, I don't know. I just can't get through it. Then we got Ring Fit Adventure. Now, this is one of those quirky titles that I did play a bunch of, and I keep telling myself to get back into it and try and get further, but I just haven't really gotten around to really sitting down and playing this anymore, especially because it requires the whole setup, putting it in, and then with the ring and everything. But it is a fun game, and I do recommend it for people. Next up is Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido. This was in one of the first Nintendo Switch Directs, and this game got slept on pretty hard. It's a fun game. It's very, very anime. It's even got its own little theme song and everything. And I thought it'd be cool if my friends had gotten it because it is like a 1v1. You could play against each other. But none of my friends ever ended up getting the game. And I never finished the story because it is very cheesy and stuff. But one of these days I keep telling myself to go back and finish it, and we'll see. Next up, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is just like everyone is here. Everyone is in this game. This is my GameStop receipt for when I bought it because I bought it with having Piranha Plant. This game is a lot of fun, but unfortunately I never played it a lot. I have it in the played and not beaten section because I never beat the that single player mode, but I don't know, man. I just feel like this game is a lot of fun, but I just don't have a lot of people to play with it. So it's kind of been sitting in the back. Next up is a really cool game that Nintendo released recently, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. This game is really cool. It's got a lot of mini challenges that you can play where you basically play all these different types of NES games and you have to speedrun a lot of different things. I highly recommend this one. I will say I do highly recommend getting this one. It's a lot of fun. It's a great party game. Next up is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I think I have this on the Wii. I might have this on the Wii as well, but this is the original cover, I think. No, this is the original cover. This is the reverse art. Reverse art is pretty cool. They added Funky Kong in this to make it easier. I never beat this game. I did play it a little bit, and Erica actually beat it on stream, which I was very proud of her for doing that because that game is not easy. Next up, Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer featuring The Legend of Zelda. This game is really cool. I will fully admit this game is awesome, and I wish I had more time to play it. I played a little bit of it. It is a rhythm game, which is why it will probably go into a separate pile so that I can play it later with my whole advent of trying to play more rhythm games this year. But just didn't get a chance to finish it. And it's also pretty challenging. Next up is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yes, I bought onto the Animal Crossing craze. This game was a lot of fun. I will say I didn't play a lot of the other Animal Crossing games except for the GameCube one. So going from GameCube to this one felt like an upgrade, but I heard a lot of complaints that if you'd played basically any of them between those two, this wasn't really an upgrade. It was more of like a lateral move. Actually, it was more of a downgrade, and then through updates became a lateral move. But it was fun for what it was. Maybe one day I'll go back to my island. Super Mario Maker 2. I bought this at Target, and that's important to note because it actually came with a special lunchbox. Yes, you heard that right. A special lunchbox that I do have in my collection. I played a good amount of this, and by good amount, I would say probably less than 10 hours. I'm just not very good at building the levels, so I would go online and play other people's levels and have a good time, but I'm also not a crazy speedrunner or hacker or anything like that, so I couldn't really get that good at the game. Next up is Mario Golf Super Rush. This game is my arch nemesis. I love this game, but I haven't beaten the single player, and every time I play this game, I feel like it goes out of its way to just screw me over, and I just want to crush it. This is a very frustrating game, but also a lot of fun with the right people. We next have ARMS. This is one of the original games. You can see I got it for not full price, but actually, is that full price? Was this a $60 game? It might have been. ARMS. ARMS is, in my opinion, one of the most slept on Nintendo Switch titles. I hear a lot of people rip on ARMS and give it a lot of shit, but it was unique for what it was. Like moving the way you moved with the Joy-Cons and actually having to duck and weave and everything like that. Like, I brought it to a couple parties and people had a blast with it. So I truly don't know why people hate this game as much as they do. Maybe it's the price point, and I would agree with them. I don't think it's worth the $60. If you can get that one for like $30, I think it's worth a pickup. Next is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Another Pokemon spin-off game. I did play it. Obviously got it from GameStop. I did play this game, and I had a lot of fun with it, but then I found out how incredibly grindy it is and dropped it, unfortunately. I played that one on stream, though, and someone on stream had told me that it was grindy as hell. Next up is the Pokemon Sword and Shield Double Pack, including these two pseudo-legendaries. I don't even know who that guy is. And then Larvitar. What can I say about this game? I mean, I got the double pack because me and Erica played it. I beat Shield, and Erica had beaten Sword, but I haven't beaten both, which is why it's included in the play section and not the beat section. But this is an awesome game. for the most part. But it is very childish and not the greatest Pokemon game. But I had fun with it for the most part. Next up is Splatoon 3. The reason this is in the play pile is I never finished the story mode. I had a lot of fun with this game. I still have a lot of fun with this game. You can tell it's not in my case right now. It's because it's in my actual playing case because I play this quite often with my friends. So that's a good time, but I just never beat the story mode yet. And then last for the Nintendo Switch first-party games is Pikmin 1 and 2. I've beaten 1 on Switch. I have not beaten 2. And I do own 1, 2, and 3, I think, on their original systems. My plan is to eventually play Pikmin 2. It is up to a 2-player game, so I kind of want to play it with Erica. Again, it's not in here because it's in my case because I do mean to play it. I just haven't gotten a chance to. But eventually, when I play 2, then I'll move on to 3. I like the Pikmin series a lot, and I hope that I get a chance, hopefully soon, to go ahead and play 2. Maybe when the Switch 2 comes out, I'll start working on this game. And that's all of the Nintendo first-party games. All right, next up is going to be the Nintendo Switch third-party games. And I say the word third-party loosely. This is basically just anything that's not a specialty game in my collection, like from a special publisher, because I have them listed out here on this note to the right of me. These are kind of just general third-party games. They might also be technically second-party. I don't really know the difference that well. Maybe I should learn that before making videos on video games, but whatever. So we're going to start with games that I've beaten. And we're going to start off with, of course, the latest game that I've beaten, Tactic Ogre Reborn. This is, I have a whole video on this game if you want to go and watch it. It's back in its case now. It used to not be in here because I was actively playing it. But I have beaten it. Next up is Overcooked 2. Now, I do have Overcooked 1, I think digitally if I remember correctly. This is in the beaten pile because I've beaten the whole story mode and all the DLCs and stuff with my friends. This game is awesome, but I will say and warn that the online for this is very jank, and I highly, 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 highly recommend playing local versus online with that game. Next up is a little bit of an interesting one, Cat Quest 1 and 2 Possum Pack. Now, I have beaten Cat Quest 1, and I believe I own it digitally. The reason why this game is open is because I think Erica was playing it, if I remember correctly, and then she beat it on stream, and we are eventually going to play 2 together. So we haven't played 2, but we've beaten 1, which is why it's in the beaten section. And this game is awesome, and I highly recommend playing it. And I know Cat Quest 3 came out this past year. It's on my radar. Trust. Next up is Shaq Fu. Bonus for you. Down in the bottom. This game holds a special place in my heart, I will say, because this is one of the first games that I bought it as like a joke. I think I bought it for like maybe $20. It's not a great game, but I used to review video games, and when I sent in my test review to see if they would take me on as a reviewer or not, this is the game I reviewed because no one had reviewed it on that website yet. And I wrote a good enough review. I gave it a 6 out of 10, and it got me the job. So, is it a great game? No. If you could get it for like $5-10 and you want a cheap little beat 'em up where you play as Shaq, or for the bonus one you could play as Barack Obama, then I would definitely pick this one up. Next is Risk of Rain 2. Now this is its variant because this is what it actually looks like. Pretty cool game. This is an awesome game. I'm going to be honest with you. I love this game. I've had a lot of fun with it. It does include Risk of Rain 1 as well. So it's 1 and 2 on the cart. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I think 1 might be a digital download. I can't remember with this one. But I've beaten both of them, actually. I beat Risk of Rain 1 on stream, and I beat Risk of Rain 2 with my friends on stream. This is a great one. Definitely a fun game if you have never played it before. But, I mean, you can get it on PC and other stuff, too. So, next up is another cool game I got, Origami Shadow Edition. I think it's Shadow Edition because I think this came out in other systems first before the Switch. I also have this coin. It's actually very heavy if you hear it. Like, it's very heavy coin. It says Signature Edition on it, but I don't think... Is this Origami? Oh, it is Origami. So, yeah, I got this game at a convention. I got this game at PAX. Signature Edition Games was there, and when I bought this... Actually, no, I don't think I got the game at PAX, But I remember going up to me and telling them like, "Oh, I love origami," and I think they gave me the coin for free, which was really cool for them. This is definitely a sleeper hit in my opinion. If you like stealth games and ninja games like Tenchu Z, definitely recommend playing this one for sure. And then we have Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom. This is my second ever Monster Hunter game, and I actually did beat the story. The story wasn't really extensive, so it wasn't too hard to beat. But these games aren't known for their story anyway. Me and my friends put so many hours in this game, so this is a fun game, and it's honestly, for a while, was only available on Nintendo Switch. Now it's available on Switch and Xbox and PC, I believe, but I don't think it has crossplay. Even though Monster Hunter Wilds is out now, if you don't have access to Wilds, or because Wilds is such an extensive game, if you want a Monster Hunter game to play, I recommend Rise, for sure. All right, next up, we've got the third-party games that I think these are the ones I have played, yes, because we're starting off with Shin Megami Tensei 5 Steelbook Edition. This is a game by Atlas, which I love the concept of Atlas games, like the style and everything, but I feel like every time I play one, I just never finish it. I played Shin Megami Tensei 5 for a little bit, and first off, this is a sick slipcover. Like, this is really cool. I love the way they did this. It's a nice plastic. And then this is the steelbook itself, which you can see here. Very, very cool. Very shiny. But Shin Megami Tensei is one of those games where I had heard about it because people were like, oh, Pokemon fans, if they want something that's a little bit more mature and more cool, just get Shin Megami Tensei. So I did. And I played it. And this game is super hard, and I never beat it. It was fun, a little bit, but it was very grindy and very hard. Next up is Astral Chain. This game is a Switch exclusive, and it is 1 to 2 players, which is why I bought it originally, but then got super disappointed because the playing 2 players is not what you think. It's not like you play as him and your second player plays at her, or vice versa. It's like, I think you both play kind of as one of these characters. You pick one at the beginning, and then the other person plays like this thing, I think. It was really weird and strange, and I wasn't a fan of it, so I put like an hour or 2 into it. Once I realized it wasn't really a good 2-player game, I stopped playing it. But this is one of those games I definitely want to get back into eventually. I feel like this is a must-play game, and it's just sleeping right now on my Nintendo Switch because I haven't gotten a chance to play it. Next up is Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. This is a remake from Capcom from a 3DS game, I believe. It's a really cool game. I had a lot of fun with it, but god damn is this game hard. Me and my friends played this game. None of us had ever played a Monster Hunter game before, and we struggled. And then eventually I met another friend of mine who had played this a lot as a child, and he played like the PSP Monster Hunters and all the other ones, and he kind of coached me through some of it, and I got a little bit better. But I never beat the story mode of this game because by the time I got okay at this game, Rise had come out, and so I just started playing that instead. So maybe one day I'll get back to this one and play it just to finish the story. But next up is For the King, roguelike tabletop adventure. Again, this game it says 1 player, but I'm pretty sure this is multiplayer, if I remember correctly. This is a cool little game. I've played it a couple times, but I never finished like a campaign or anything like that because, again, it's a roguelike. So, can you ever really beat a roguelike is a question for the masses. I feel like I should make a video on just roguelikes at some point, but I don't have that much knowledge. But I will say these big GameStop stickers annoy me. But anyway, yeah, I bought this at GameStop for $25. It was fun. One day I will play it more, though. I just haven't got a chance to. Next up is Moonlighter. This is another roguelike game that's highly recommended by a lot of people who've played it, and unfortunately I just never got a chance to really sit and play it. I mean, I played it a little bit. I think I went through the dungeon 2 or 3 times, and then after that I kind of just, I don't want to say gave up on the game, but I just didn't have the time back then to really dive heavily into it. As you can see, it comes with a manual, which is very rare for Nintendo Switch games, as well as just games these days. And yeah, I do recommend this one, though, even though I haven't played a lot of it. It is a fun little roguelike. Next up is Monster Harvest. Now, you're looking at this game, and you're probably like, this looks like the most like garbage artwork ever. And it kind of does. It very much looks like a childish game. And you look here, this is the real artwork of the game. And I'll be honest with you, this game is a little bit more fun than it looks. It's not the best. I did buy it solely because we were doing a Monster Mayhem month for our Twitch stream, and I needed games with Monster in the title. But I had also heard that this game was kind of a sleeper hit. It's more like a Stardew Valley meets Pokemon game where you're raising these little monsters. I think you grow them, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I played a little bit of it. Probably one of those games where you have to put a lot of hours in to really have a good time with. So maybe one day I'll put some more time into that game. But for now, we move on to Dead Cells. This is a game that I've put a ton of time into, and I recently introduced Erica into this game. This, I will say, is probably the worst way to get Dead Cells, which is the original game. It does come with a nice little art book, though. Very nice little art book. Forgot that I came with that. Because this game has gotten a lot of DLCs. And to the publisher's credit, every time a new DLC gets released, they release a new cartridge. But that's kind of annoying to me because it's like I bought this in good faith that this was the whole game. And then they just released, I think, 3 or 4 new DLCs. And now I'm at the point where it's like, should I buy the latest copy and get rid of this? Should I keep this one? Like, I'm kind of at a loss. I think at some point I will probably get rid of this and get the newest version so that I can do the DLCs. But I've never even completed this. This game is so hard. And I know Warlock has beaten the campaign a bunch of times. But I really have barely gotten past the second boss. So, another game for the backlog. Next up is Victor Vran Overkill Edition. Now, this is a cool game because it has a Motorhead like DLC in it. And there's actually like a Black Label kind of Motorhead special edition that I really wanted but couldn't find. But this is one of those games I played with Erica a little bit because it is 2-player. It is fun. It's a Diablo-like game. And we just never got around to playing more of it. I think I was just getting too many games at that time, and that one kind of just fell off. Next, we have Snack World: The Dungeon Crawl Gold. This game is interesting. I will say it's interesting. And that's really all I can say about it, because I've only played it for maybe a couple of hours. And I played it. This was one of those games I played on the recommendation of Beat 'em Up's channel, and he liked it. He said it's a slept-on game, and I do believe him, but I just haven't. I don't know, maybe I didn't get to a point where it was fun. It just, like, I think it needed more time. I think this just needed more time, because I want a good dungeon crawling game, and that's why I bought it in the first place, before his recommendation. But, yeah. Next up is Cult of the Lamb. I was very, very late to the party on this game, because I was waiting for a physical to come out. Devolver Digital normally goes through, I think they usually go through, like, Signature Edition games, if I'm not mistaken. And they ended up, I think they did end up going through them, and then they ended up publishing also again on their own, and I ended up getting this for our roguelike month, or roguelike season, I will say, for the channel when we were playing it on Twitch. And me and Erica had a blast with this game. And honestly, thinking about it now, me and Erica need to get back on this one. Next up is another game I got because of our Monster Month, Monster Menu Deluxe Edition, the Scavenger's Cookbook. I will say this game is actually fun. Like, unironically, it's got a digital soundtrack code. It's got a little mini art book. And, yeah, this game is unironically actually kind of fun. It looks very dumb, and it kind of is dumb, but it's a good time. And I definitely would recommend this to people if they want just like a dumb little dungeon crawling game. Next up is God of Rock. Now, this game had won, I'm sorry, it didn't win. It was in the running for Game of the... Oh, that's right, because it's in my case right now. This game was a nominee for the Game Awards in a fighting game. And I thought it was interesting because it's a music-based fighting game, like a rhythm game. And so I was like, oh, that could be cool. That could be fun, because I'm not very good at either rhythm games or fighting games, but neither is Erica with the rhythm part. So I was like, she's good with fighting games. Maybe I can beat her in this one. So I ended up picking this up for myself. There was a Christmas where Erica had gotten COVID, so we had to cancel our plans. And so I quickly ran out and just did stockings. And I needed stocking stuffers for myself and for her. And so when I was looking for myself, I was like, I need a $15 or cheaper game. And this was there. And so I grabbed it. Hades. This game is... I bought this around the same time I bought Monster Hunter Rise, actually. And because of that, that's why I haven't finished it. It's missing because I was playing it. It's still in my my case all the time because it's such a good like pick up and go game. And then you've got the art book here, very good artwork. This game is awesome, but again, it's a roguelike, it's very hard, and I still haven't beaten it. Next up, West of Dead, Path of the Crow. This game is really cool, and I played this on stream for a little bit, and I had a really good time with it, and I just never played it off stream was my problem. So this is one of those games I have to get back on. Again, it's another roguelike. I'm not the greatest at those, but I was pretty good at this game from what I remember. Next up, we got some rhythm games, Musinks. This is, unfortunately, this game is more anime-ish, like Vocaloid kind of music, which isn't really my scene, which is why I haven't played it too much, but I have played it a little bit. It's definitely one of those games that you can play portably and tap the screen, and you can have a good time. I just, I feel like every time I try to play this game, I get bored of it really quickly because the music doesn't hook me, and so that's kind of that. And same thing with our next one, Vose. There's another one. It's again, it's just, you can see here, you're tapping the screen. It's also missing because I've been this year, one of my goals is to play more rhythm games, and since it is a rhythm game, I have been trying it out, but once again, the music just isn't selling me. It's not my type of music. Next up, we have Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I started playing this game on stream and immediately realized this is the most unstreamable RPG ever. It's so aesthetically pleasing. It's very Ghibli-esque, but it's very cutscene heavy, and I don't think those do well on stream, so that's why I haven't beaten this game, because I realized it was a long game. I had played like a couple hours on stream, and then I was like, this is a game I'm going to have to go and enjoy on my own time. Next up, we have Attack on Titan 2. This game is, I think it's this one, as well as the second Attack on Titan 2 game, that are heavily sought after in the Nintendo Switch community. Season 2. This game is sick. I will be honest with you, if you get a chance to play this game, I recommend this. The controls are very hard, and you have to get used to it, but it's a really cool game, and I highly recommend it. Next up, we have Atelier Ryza, Ever, Darkness, and the Secret Hideout. This is one of those games that, again, it got like a low print run, I guess, and so it was very hard to find, very rare. I ended up buying it secondhand from someone for way over market value because I really wanted to play it. Highly recommended. And then I just never got a chance to really beat it, unfortunately. So one of these days I do want to sit down and play this again. It did get an anime, which the anime I also tried watching, and I wasn't super sold on it. I kind of fell off the anime, but I do still want to play the games. I hear the franchise is actually really good. And so I definitely want to play this at some point. Next up, we've got Doom by Bethesda. This game is the Doom 2016, which is another game that got a low print run for some reason and also became weirdly rare and hard to find. I ended up, back when it was going for about $80 a piece, which it's no longer going for that much, but back when it was, I had actually found 2 copies of it at a Target and bought both copies with the intention of reselling them, but I hate the concept of making money and reselling, and so I ended up just selling it for, I think, market value to like a store or something like that. So actually probably under market value, but yeah, I got it for cheap at Target too because it was on sale, but it was back when no one could find them. So but yeah, this is a cool game. I never beat it because this game is hard as hell, and so one day I will go back through this game. The new Doom game just came out recently, and I do want to play that one as well, but I'm looking to play this, Doom Eternal, and then that one at some point. So I got a lot of Doom in the future. Next up, we got Immortals Phoenix Rising. Now, this game was touted as being a ripoff clone of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I will say that it's missing. I wonder where this... Oh, I think this game is in my case. I think I was trying to play it on a plane last time I took a plane trip and then ended up not playing it. This is one of those games that, again, I got my fix with Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then I wanted another experience like it, so I got this because it was different because of all the, the different gods and stuff in this. And then I don't know, I never got sold on it. I think part of my problem was the Ubisoft whole having to sign in and all that crap kind of really put a damper on it, if I'm being honest with you. Next up is Nexomon and Nexomon Extinction Complete Edition, Complete Collection. I have played Nexomon Extinction. I had the game physically, and then this double pack got released, And so I decided I wanted to get both games, and so that's why I bought this. Both games are supposed to be on the cart, and I do eventually want to play this. It's a Pokemon clone game, and it's actually pretty challenging, and it's apparently got a really good story to it. So eventually I do want to play this. Again, I've played a little bit of Extinction, but I wanted to go back and play the first one after I found out that there was a first one, so that's why I never finished it. Next up is Katamari Damacy Reroll. I never played the Katamari games, but I've heard good things, so when this was released, I decided to pick it up. And I played it a little bit, but then that was about it. Next is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Now, this game is still, if I remember correctly, a Nintendo Switch exclusive. And I will say this game was really hard. I played it a little bit with Erica, and we didn't get very far in it, and we ended up getting stuck at Kingpin, and we just never made it past that point. And if you play this game and you're thinking to yourself, like, wasn't Kingpin, like, super early on in the game? Yes, he was. And we just never got past him, so there you go. This was a big disappointment, honestly, in my collection. Next up is Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince. Again, this is a monster game, which is why I got it for our Monsters month, and I had a great time with it. I can't wait to play this again, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And then next, we've got Dragon Quest Builders 2. If you have not played a Dragon Quest Builders game and you kind of like Minecraft, highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. I just noticed that there's a thing in here. This must be the... Oh, no, this is, I think, the original. This is the other one. Oh, no, this is the original, and this is the other slipcover. This game is cool, but I'm not super creative, and I didn't get very far in the story, unfortunately. There's a part where you have to build a giant tree, and it took me literally like a week to do it, and after that, I was like, oh, this game's going to take me years to beat, and then I just kind of dropped it. But I really should get back into this, because it was a cool game. All right, and that's all the games that I've played that are second and third party. Next up are games that I've bought and I haven't even played yet, so those will probably go through a little bit faster. But we've got, starting off with 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Again, another Atlas game. I like the Atlas style. I've heard very good things about this game, story-wise, and so one day I do want to play this. I was really getting into like a JRPG kick. I really wanted to play some, and so I kept buying a bunch. Just like this one, Unicorn Overlord, another game which apparently is just like an amazing, phenomenal tactical game. And now that I've beaten Tactics Ogre, this is probably going to be my next tactical game that I play. But I haven't gotten a chance to start it yet. Next up is Rhythm Castle. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle by Konami. I bought this only because it looked cool in the Nintendo Direct, and it was on sale used at GameStop, and I wanted a rhythm game. So I got it. It looks like a cool party game. Next up is Panzer Paladin by Tribute Games. Tribute Games makes bangers, dude. They make great games. I've cosplayed one of the characters from one of their games before. I've met the devs before. I think they were the devs. They might have just been the marketing team. But they're awesome people. And anytime you go to PAX East, if you ever see Tribute Games there, say hello to them. They're great people. This game looks really sick. I played the demo at PAX East, but never got a chance to play the game yet. One day, though, I'll get there. And you'll notice a lot of these games are still sealed, because I stopped just opening games when I bought them. Next up is Blue Fire. This one I've heard of before, and I want to say I got this on sale somewhere. But yeah, I kept hearing about it, being like, oh yeah, it's a sleeper hit. Everyone should play. If you have a Switch, get it. And so I got it, but I haven't played it yet. Next up is a more recent game that I've picked up, and that is Lunar Remastered Collection. This is another FOMO buy. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to play these games. I've heard great things about the Lunar series, and when this game came out, it sold out instantly. And then it sold out instantly again and again. It's been sold out like 3 or 4 times now. And on the second round, I was like, FOMO's kicking in. I'm just going to pick it up. And so I did. Next up, we got Record of Agrest War. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't remember picking this up, but it's a tactical game. And I think at this time I was starting to play Tactics Ogre, and I was just picking up as many other tactics-based games as I could find. And so I think that's why I got this guy. Then we got Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I've heard a lot of good things about this game, and I hope to play it soon, but I just haven't gotten a chance to start it. Then we got Castle Crashers Remastered. What a sick game from my childhood, man. The original on the Xbox 360 was so cool. It comes with stickers. It came with this art book. And Yeah, this is one of the only reasons I haven't played this yet is because I want to play this with Erica because she's never played this. I've played it a little bit back on the 360, but I haven't played the remastered yet, and I can't wait. She's going to have such a blast with this game. That one is going to be a lot of fun. Next up, Final Fantasy 1 through 6 collection. Same thing, kind of FOMO-ish. Definitely get this one on sale. It's a $90 game. Don't ever pay $90 for it. If you can, it's almost always on sale for $50 to $60. Highly recommend. You're getting 6 games. And people say that 6 is really good. I've never heard anything about 1 through 5, but as someone who's never played a Final Fantasy game, I kind of want to start with 1 and work my way through, if I'm being completely honest with you, which might sound stupid because they're not connected, but I don't know. I kind of just want to do that. Next up is Dragon Quest Treasures. I bought this game because I think Dragon Quest is cool, and I remember when this game was announced, I liked the concept of it, and so I picked it up. Next up is Star Ocean, the second story R. Again, I was on this big JRPG kick like 2 years ago where I was like, I'm going to buy a bunch of JRPGs and I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to play them all. And as you can tell, they're all still sealed. So that plan didn't really go according to plan. But this game does look cool. I hear good things about it. I'll get to it eventually. Another JRPG, Harvestella by Square Enix. This one's kind of like Rune Factory, where it mixes RPG elements with like farm management and stuff. It looked really cool, and I really wanted to play it when I bought it. I bought this at the same time I bought Star Ocean and something else, and that something else was the game I ended up playing instead of these two, unfortunately. Next up is Demon Slayer Sweep the Board. It's still sealed. Me and Erica played this with our friends who have the game, and we caught this one on sale, so we ended up buying it. This game is actually a lot of fun. It's a Mario Party style kind of game that introduces a lot of rhythm elements to it, and it's different. It's very different from Mario Party, but it's got that kind of board game aesthetic to it, and I highly recommend it if you can get it on sale. It's definitely not worth the retail price, but if you can get this for $20, maybe $30, might be worth it. Next up is Gundam G Generations Genesis for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I only got this game because it looks cool. And I was at a convention where I was trading away, actually, a bunch of my Switch games I didn't want anymore. And the guy had this game, and I was like, hey, would you do trades? So I went around this convention, and I was like, I don't want to buy stuff with money. I want to try and trade. So I would go to a booth. If I found something I liked, I'd ask if they could trade. If they said no, I would buy it. If they said yes, I would try and see if I could make up the price with trade-in. And so this was one of those that I got in a trade-in. Then we got Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. This is a no-brainer. I mean, this has so many games on this cartridge. Like, I think each one of these is one, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there 7 games on this cartridge? Oh, I'm sorry. 13 classic TMNT games. No-brainer. Everyone should have this in their collection. But I haven't played it yet. I bought it used, which is why it's open, I think. Oh, actually, no. I might have... No, yeah, I bought that used. Next up, we got Jonah Wick's Hex. This game... I've heard good things about. I bought it from a retro game store, and this game apparently is really cool. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but I've heard very good things about it, and I finally watched the first... Oh, no, I watched them all. I watched all the John Wick movies finally, and so I was kind of in a kick where I was like, ooh, I really want more of this franchise. This is like one of the only games for it, and it's supposed to be a pretty good game. I just haven't gotten a chance to give it a try. Next up, we have Sealed Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends, and Secret Fairy. Again, I'm just trying to get into this franchise, which is why I bought this, and I haven't finished the first one, so I obviously wouldn't play the second one. Which is the same thing I can say about the next game, Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, Prince's Edition. Again, same thing, the only difference is I bought this one used and open, which is why I still got this little schmutzy sticker on it. Next up, we have Death End Request. I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea why or when I bought this game, but it kind of looks cool. It's got, good character art and stuff. It looks like it could be a fun time. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it, and so definitely going to play this eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it. And then finally, Darksiders War Mastered Edition. Now, this game is one of those. It's got the black spine. It had a little controversy because when this game first got released, some people said the black spine was on purpose, and people were mad because it doesn't match any of the red spines. But then the people who came out with this game said, no, it wasn't supposed to be black. That's a misprint. And the second people, especially collectors, found out this was a misprint, people went bonkers for it. And so this game became really weirdly rare for like a month, and people were buying it at maybe $10 more than market value. I just kept it, and I kept it sealed in case it ever got big in value, but I do plan on eventually opening and playing this game. All right, and so the next games I have are games from PlayAsia that are PlayAsia exclusives, meaning PlayAsia printed them and sold them, and they still, I think, sell most of these on their website still, if they have stock. I'm not really sure if they have stock on all these, if I'm going to be honest with you, but these are the games that you have to get from PlayAsia. First up, we have Scourgebringer Limited Edition, and here's the game. I will say a lot of the times they come in these boxes, they're limited editions, and they come with extra goodies and things like that. But yeah, the game goes in there. We've got like this cool 1949 out of 2000. These are what the special editions look like. I think there's a manual in here. Oh, there's a soundtrack in here. I didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't really care. I just wanted the game. So, yeah, that's everything, I believe. Hold on, gotta put it back in. Yeah, that's everything that's in this special edition. I didn't realize there's a soundtrack in there. I usually keep this out because I keep this on my shelf. But I will say Scourgebringer, this was a game I bought because it looked really cool. And I think, if I remember correctly, this is a roguelike. Back when I was in my roguelike kick. It's got a manual and everything in here. And I didn't want to get the special edition, but yeah, I didn't really want to get a special edition. But the thing is, it was, I think if I remember correctly, the same price than just getting the normal edition. So anything that you see here that says East Asia Soft, that's PlayAsia's publishing, I think, house or whatever. So it's their exclusive. But yeah, I bought this with that intention. I have played it a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to really dive deep into that game, unfortunately. Next up is another game I got from them, Death Road to Canada. I have played so much of this game, but I have yet to get through and get to Canada. I've gotten so close, but I just can't make it, dude. I don't know what it is. This game is so damn hard, but really cool game. And I forgot to mention this, Scourgebringer and Death Road to Canada came with these little keychains. And I will say what's cool about these keychains is if you open them up, you can actually see, you can open up the case and put the game in here, which I think is kind of neat. I don't know if they did that for all of their games or if they did it for the first couple and then stopped doing it, but these are really cool, like Nintendo Switch things that I wish more companies would have done, actually. I think this is a really cool idea for something that's supposed to be an on-the-go. It's got a clip, you put the game in, and you're all set. I wish more games had done that, but unfortunately, not many did. Next up, we have Trigger Witch. Again, here's the actual limited edition, and then this is the game. I think I have played Trigger Witch. Oh, this is a sticker. I just realized. So it came with a sticker, came with a manual, which you can flip through here. Really nice. I like that some people are doing manuals still. And then I think I did play this a little bit. Like I tried it, but I didn't really give it a lot of playtime. And let's see what it comes with, because I'll be 100% real with you guys. I have no idea. I'm assuming it comes with the same stuff as the other one. Yeah, we've got a card. Number 844. Pretty sweet. Comes with a little card. And then what else is in here? Probably another CD. Yeah, another CD soundtrack. And I believe that's it. Pretty cool. I mean, if these games have really cool soundtracks, it's nice to have the CDs. But, and I do collect CDs, so that's good to know that these came with them. I didn't even realize it. Because, again, I bought these not because I wanted the limited editions, but because it was the same price as the standard. So it's like, why not get the limited? Next up is Revier, or Revier. This game is a Play exclusive. Here's the sticker. I bet you there's a soundtrack in there. It also came with a yo-yo. This is supposed to be kind of, I think, like a Mother-like game or like a Earthbound style game. And so you can tell here that, it says it comes with the world map, soundtrack CD, numbered certificate, which is inside, and then the game itself, which I haven't even opened this game. I think the map is in here, if I'm not mistaken. But, that's another thing. And again, it came with a yo-yo. I don't really know why, but If I ever sell the game, I'll have to sell it with the yo-yo, of course. And then last up, for East Soft games or PlayAsia exclusives is Paddowbox Limited Edition. Now, this is the only one out of these that I didn't buy from PlayAsia. I found this at a used game store. And actually, now that I realize what they all come with, I wonder if it's complete. Yep, there's the disc, the CD. Yep, it comes with everything. CD, and here is... Oh, there's the sticker. And number 1138 out of 2000. I noticed Scourgebringer didn't have this sticker. I wonder what I did with it. Yeah, this game looked really cool. It's kind of supposed to be like a rumble boxing style game. It's supposed to be like a boxing game, and it looked really cool. Very cool aesthetic, and I happened to be in a retro game store that had it for a good price, and so I went ahead and picked it up. I think I paid like 25 or 30 bucks for it. But next up is my imported games. Now, you might be asking, what's the difference between PlayAsia and imported? I just wanted to separate out the ones that you could only get from PlayAsia and the ones that you could technically import from anywhere, but these are just, games I got from also probably PlayAsia. And first up is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Infinite Combat. As you can see, the game is fully in Japanese. I will say I did try and play this game, but unfortunately, I couldn't find, if I remember correctly, this was the one I couldn't find the English to switch it over to, so I got to give this another shot and see if I can find a tutorial to make it into English. And then next up, oh no, this was the one I didn't find in English. That's right. I was very disappointed because it's Konosuba. Yes, there is a Konosuba game. I got it because it's Konosuba, and I wanted, anything Konosuba because I love that franchise. But unfortunately, this game I don't think has English at all. And so this kind of just sits on my shelf and taunts me. Next up is Okami HD Remaster. I don't know if they ever released this in the West. This is the original cover. But yeah, I got this because I love Okami. I played the Wii one. I think I still have the Wii one, but I wanted the HD Remaster on Switch, and so I got it and I played it, but then I got stuck and never beat it. Next up is an interesting game. It's Taiko no Tatsujin for the Nintendo Switch. This is, or it's also known as Taiko Drum Game, which is an awesome rhythm game. Love playing it, love having fun with it. I do actually have the drum for this as well, somewhere in the back. But yeah, this is a cool game. Highly recommend. Great pickup. Then we got Taiko no Tatsujin RPG. I think this is 1 and 2, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 1 and 2. So this is 2 games in one. It's an actual RPG where I think you do have to use rhythm mechanics to get through the battles. One of these days I'm going to play this game. Obviously, it's still sealed, and so I can't wait for that one. Next up is Billion Road. This one I think did end up getting a Western release eventually. This is supposed to be like a... what is this? Oh, I didn't realize it came with a little poster. Okay, comes with a little poster guy. I will say this game, it's supposed to be like a Mario Party-esque kind of game, and that's why I bought it, because I've heard a few people say that it's a really good, fun party game to play with friends, and I just never got the right group together to try it out, unfortunately. And then we got East Origin. I bought this for $45 from Steele. This was just one of those times where I had some credit at the store and was looking for games to buy, and so I got this because I am looking to get into the East series eventually, and so why not? And then we have Oninaki. I believe that's what this is, by Square Enix. This was I think a Japan exclusive. This never came over to the West, if I remember correctly, and so I got it from PlayAsia when I was testing out the website to see how it worked, and I think I bought this and Death Road to Canada at the same time. And I never ended up getting a chance to open and play this one, unfortunately. And then last up, we have Korg Gadget for the Nintendo Switch, a music production game. This is a game where it's kind of like Beaterator back on the PSP, where you're just making music. I'll be honest with you, the reason I bought this game was solely because for a long time, it was worth a crap load of money. And again, I'm not a reseller. I shouldn't have bought it, if I'm being honest with you, because now it's not worth it at all, which is why I keep it, because maybe one day I'll open it. Maybe I'll make a sound of music on it. I thought maybe one day I would turn this into like a stream of some kind, like a making music stream with chat, but yeah, I never got around to it. And I will say, yeah, totally not worth it. This was just a FOMO buy, unfortunately. All right, so next up we have the Special Reserve games. This is a publishing company called Special Reserve. They have quite a few good games, I will be honest with you, that they published. And the first one is Enter the Gungeon. One of the best games on Switch, honestly. It's on other places as well. What is this? Clearly haven't opened this in a while. I actually genuinely don't know what this is. Do you build a bullet? Oh my god, it's like a paper. It's a paper bullet. I didn't even realize this came with this. As you can see here, Special Reserve games. I bought this one from GameStop. I meant to buy this from Special Reserve when it was first released, but it sold out and I never got a chance to, and so I waited and then I got the game at GameStop. I played this a lot, but I haven't beaten it, unfortunately, because it's very hard. Next up is Downwell from Special Reserve. I love the aesthetic of Special Reserve as well as the seals. It's actually like a textured seal. These special editions from Special Reserve are some of the coolest out there on Nintendo Switch. And this one comes with a little tray. Oh, that's right. This came with the flip grip. I forgot about this game. So the point of this game is you're a person, you're going down a well, and so you're supposed to turn the Nintendo Switch sideways like a shoot 'em up to go down. It's really cool. I forgot that it came with a flip grip because I have played this game, even though it's back in its box. Jesus, this thing has a lot, dude. Stickers. It has a very nice manual, which is very crunchy. Clearly, I didn't read it. I have played this game quite a bit, actually. I just never got very far in it, if I'm being completely honest with you. And what else is in here? Because this still feels pretty heavy. Nope, I guess that's it. Okay. It just came with a flip grip. It just feels heavy because there's a lot of cardboard in here. But this is an awesome game. I've told Erica a few times I want her to try this game out because I think she'd enjoy it. It's very arcade-like. And definitely kind of a sleeper hit on the Switch, especially if you can get this version with the flip grip. Definitely recommend. Next up is The Messenger. This is another Special Reserve Devolver game. That's the thing you're going to notice is Special Reserve partners up with Devolver a lot. So if you like Devolver games, you're going to want to go with Special Reserve. They still do sell, I think, some of these on their website. I think the special editions are all sold out, but I think they might have standards. They might sell out the standards too. I'm honestly not too sure. This one I got because it's a Devolver game, and I like Devolver, so I picked it up. And last up, another Special Reserve special edition game is Minute. And this actually came with this. It's actually like a tapestry, but it's a map because the whole point of this game, from what I remember, is you have like a minute, like timer, to try and beat the game. And yeah, I don't know what else it came with though, because here's the game, still sealed, and it feels heavy. What else is in here? Genuinely can't tell what else is in there. Oh, wow. This is the instruction booklet. It's like a hard copy instruction booklet. Damn. They went all out for this one. I will say Special Reserve was one of those companies that, like, when they released a game, especially, again, because I like the Devolver Digital games, whenever they would release a game, I would always be excited and be like, oh, I definitely want to play that. And I'd pick them up, but I never, like, because this is another Devolver Digital game. But unfortunately, I never got a chance to play Minute. And again, it comes with this map for the special edition. Next up, we have Red Art Games, which is another limited publisher because you'll see the Switch has a ton of them. This game is sick, and I actually, again, met the dev for this one at PAX East. Double Kick Heroes. I almost beat this game. I'm so close to beating it. It's a very hard game. Just like with Shin Megami Tensei, this has a really cool slipcover and steelbook, and it has a nice little manual here as well. You can notice the cart is missing because I have the cart in my, not in my Switch currently, but it's in my my Switch case because it's a really cool rhythm game that I do plan on beating at some point. Next up, we got Revita. I don't really know much about this game. Red Art Games was having a sale recently. I think it was last Christmas time, and so I bought a bunch of games, and this is one of them. The next one is also one of them. Oni, Road to the Mightiest Oni. This game actually does look cool, though. I bought this more so because when the trailer had come out, I really thought this was a cool-looking game, and so I want to give it a shot. And then I also bought this during that sale. Record of Lotus War, Deadlit, I think it's called Deadlit in Wonder Labyrinth. I recently started watching the old anime Record of Lotus War, and when I saw that it had a game, I figured I'd pick it up. And that's literally the reason I got it. And then I found out I thought this was a tactics-based game, but it's just a JRPG. I still do want to play it at some point. And then I think I also got this in that sale as well. Iron Wings. It's just a flight game, like a flight combat game. I think flight combat games are cool. I just am not very good at them, and I haven't really gotten a chance to play this one yet. And then the next one I have is, again, Red Art Games, Wartech Fighters. This one I bought a long time ago. It's a mech game. It looks really cool, and so I picked it up, but then never ended up opening it. And last but not least for Red Art Games is Legend of the Skyfish. This is supposed to be like a Zelda-like game, and so I like those kind of old-school Zelda-like games, and so I picked it up, but again, never got a real chance to open it up and give it a try. All right, next up we have Nicalis games. Now, the reason I separated out Nicalis is because these games are known to be kind of on the harder to find, as well as they're kind of on the expensive side to get sometimes. But the first game we have is Remilore, The Lost Girl in Lands of Lore. And I will say this game kind of looks interesting. Like on the surface level, I'm like, yeah, it looks like a cool little RPG or a dungeon crawler type game. Comes with a glasses cleaner. It's missing because I was playing it. So another thing about Nicalis games is on the seal of the game, they have stickers that you can't get off. And a lot of people who collect for Nintendo Switch, if it doesn't have a sticker on it, they don't want the game. So I put the sticker in here. And then it's got an instruction booklet. I will say this game is kind of interesting, but it's a little on the boring side, which is why I've only played a little bit of it, probably a couple hours. And then I never got a chance to finish it. And then the other Nicalis game, because I only have two, is Dungreed. This is another game that I think I played a little bit of Dungreed, if I remember correctly. Yes, I did play a little bit of Dungreed. I didn't really get a chance to play a lot of it, but the little bit I played was awesome. Like, this is a really cool game, and I highly recommend it. And honestly, now that I'm looking at it and talking about it, I need to get back in on this one. And I didn't really buy a special edition or anything like that, but it did come with a soundtrack. So that was kind of cool. All right, the next limited one is Fangamer. I don't know if I bought this from Fangamer directly. I don't remember buying it from Fangamer, but the first one is Stardew Valley. It's got the Fangamer logo down here. And yeah, I played Stardew Valley. It was one of the first Switch games I bought. I just realized it's got a neat little reverse artwork there. I played it when this game first came out, and I remember saying to myself, oh man, I played it for 5 hours and I didn't get anything accomplished. This game is dangerous. And so that I just never picked it up again. But I've heard so many good things about Stardew, and I do want to play it at some point. That is definitely a relaxing, like, in a couple years kind of a thing. And then we have Hollow Knight. I did end up picking up Hollow Knight from Fangamer, and it's got a bunch of little extra goodies in here, as you can see. Instruction manual. I don't even know what this is. Is this I think this is a map. Yeah, this is a map, which is very clutch for a Metrovania game. And then an instruction manual, really cool reverse artwork. Yeah, this is a cool game. I hear a lot of good things about it. I just unfortunately haven't gotten a chance to play it because it's one of those extensive games I just haven't had time for. I think when Silksong finally gets announced, I will sit down and play Hollow Knight. Okay, and the next one is a company called Strictly Limited Games. This company, I don't even know if this company exists anymore. They had a few games that were kind of on the super rare side. This is one of them, Fox and Force. I did beat this game. It's a 2D action platformer that's pretty awesome, honestly. I had a lot of fun with this one. I beat it probably in like a week or two. It's not super long, but it is pretty challenging. I don't think this version of it goes for a ton of money. Actually, you know what? No, this version does go for good money. The collector's edition goes for a ton of money. But yeah, I've beaten this game. One of the reasons I haven't gotten rid of this game is because, one, it's cool and I wouldn't mind lending out to people to play, especially because, again, it's an expensive game. It's good to lend out games to your friends. And definitely, I think Erica would have a good time with this one as well. So I'd like for her to play it at some point. And then the only other one I got from Strictly Limited is a Magical High School Girl. I don't really remember why I bought this. I think it was on my roguelike kick. It's got a reverse. Actually, I think this is the original. This might be the reverse. I can't remember. But it comes with a little manual. And basically, this is like I think a dungeon crawling roguelike game, if I remember correctly. And Erica actually played this on stream, and she said it was okay. It definitely looked better than I think it actually is, unfortunately. And then the next ones we've got are a company called Premium Edition Games. Now, I will say Premium Edition, for full disclosure, the guy who runs it used to run a website called JP Switch Mania, which I used to work for. I used to review games for him. And then when he stopped doing the reviews, he moved on to publishing games. And I wanted to support him, but I also wasn't just going to blindly support him. I was like, I will buy some of your games if they're good. And they have released a couple. They have released a couple good games, but not to my liking, if I'm being honest with you. But the first one, and I think this was in their first batch too, was Demon's Tier. What I like about them as a company is the packaging. The packaging is really good for them. They have these cardboard covers and then this kind of NES look to it. And for this one, this is another roguelike. It comes with stuff. I think they were trying to do trading cards for a while. I don't know if they still do the trading cards. And then this instruction, they always do instruction booklets, and they're very, very good instruction booklets. This is actually one of those games I streamed with Erica and beat it with her, but it was a struggle. This game is very, very challenging. And yeah, I would recommend it though. I think it's a pretty good game if you can get it for a good price. I don't know how much these games resell for, but yeah. Out of all the Premium Edition games, this is the only one I've opened, and I've actually beaten it. So, next up is Super Blood Hockey. Now, this game looks like an old NES-style hockey game that I've played back in the day, and that's why I got it. But I haven't gotten a chance to open it yet. I think it's multiplayer, and I do want to play it with Erica at some point. I just realized they're numbered. So, this is the first one they ever released. This is the third one. I don't know what their second one was, but maybe eventually I'll get to that one. And last up, the only other Premium Edition game I got was this one, Eagle Island Twist. I remember seeing this game at PAX East before it had come out, and as you could tell, this is number 12. And again, that's how you can tell that I don't really buy a lot from this company. I will say, I love the packaging, I love what they're doing, but a lot of the games they pick are just games I just have no interest in. Very niche, very low-key games. All right, and next up we have Super Rare games. Now, I will say Super Rare and Limited Run are like the two that I have the most of, which is why I left them kind of towards the back end of this video. And I will start off with Super Rare because I have more Limited Run games. And so we have, starting off, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. This is one of the Super Rare games that is actually worth a ton of money, but it has taken a hit lately because they did eventually, another publisher came out and republished this. And I'm glad, honestly, as much as I wish these games were worth a lot of money, at the same time, I'd rather people just have a good time with this game. It does come with some cards, which I don't really care for. It comes with stickers. I don't know why this one specifically came with 2. They usually come with 1. And then I used to keep these, but I don't keep them anymore. Actually, yeah, I don't keep these anymore, so you can just throw that one away. But yeah, I don't really like cards and stuff like that, but yeah, this is a cool game. It's awesome. Unfortunately, I haven't beaten it still, but it is a lot of fun, and I hope to one day sit down and actually finish this game. I think we're like halfway through, if I remember correctly. Next up is Unrailed. This is another Super Rare game. Again, another little fun party game. I always keep the sticker. This one's got a manual, and the card's still sealed. I don't really care too much about all that stuff, but if I ever want to resell these games or get rid of them, it's good to have all their stuff. So, but that one's a fun little party game. I've had good times with that one. And the next one's another fun little party game, Tricky Towers Collector's Edition. Same thing. I got my cards in here. I think the sticker, sticker's in here, as well as the manual. This is an awesome like Tetris Versus style game that me and my friends played against each other. A lot of fun. Definitely recommend that one as well. Next up, we have Wolverblade. I don't know why this one has a cardboard. This is their number 18 game. I don't know why this one specifically has the cardboard. It looks like I did reverse cover it. It's got the card and everything else in here. Erica and I did play this game a little bit because it was a beat 'em ups and it's multiplayer, but we haven't gotten really a chance to get back to it. I'm not really sure we were even sold on this one, so this may end up being one of those games that I eventually get rid of, honestly. Next up is Graceful Explosion Machine. This one I believe is a solo player shoot 'em up. I don't even know why I got this. Oh, I think I remember why. I thought this was a multiplayer game. Number 33 on the Super Rare, but yeah, haven't gotten a chance to play that one yet. Next up is Littlewood. Same thing, still sealed. This is a Zelda-like game, and it's number 55 in the Super Rare catalog. And then next we have Chroma Squad, Tactical RPG. Now you know why I got this game, Tactical RPG. Eventually I will play this game. This one's number 37 on the Super Rare list. Mutant Muds Collection. This one I got a long time ago. Yeah, this is number 5. And this is a cool looking game, and I want to play this eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it. Obviously I've opened it because I had the intention of playing it once and then just never ended up putting it into the Switch. But this is supposed to be a cool little platformer game, and I'll get to it eventually. And for some of those games like Littlewood and stuff, I still have the packaging because I have the cards and the stickers for that one. I have it for Chroma Squad, and this one's for Graceful Explosion Machine. So I still have their stupid bags with their stickers ripped and everything. Actually, this one was opened pretty well. But yeah, I keep all that stuff. I really shouldn't, but next up we have SteamWorld Build, still sealed, still got all of its parts. I bought this mostly because you're going to see I have the other SteamWorld games, and I plan on eventually getting into this franchise, number 125, and I just haven't gotten a chance to start this franchise yet. Caverns of Dreams. I'm pretty sure I bought this because I bought something else from them, and I was just adding to the cart, number 114. Oh, yeah, next we have Cassette Beast. I have played this on Game Pass. This is a really cool game. This one will get opened and played for sure at some point. I just haven't yet. Because with Super Rare games, because they're worth so much more sealed than everything else, I usually don't open them until I know I'm going to play them. Next up is Wargroove 1 and 2. I really want to play Wargroove 1 and 2. This game looks so cool. It looks like so much fun. I hear a lot of good stuff about it. This one will get opened when it's time. Next up we have Tinykin. Same thing. I played this on Game Pass. A lot of fun Pikmin-like game, number 102. And yeah, I just haven't gotten a chance to open it up yet. Next up was Fast Arm X. Number 78. This is one of those, again, I think I was buying another Super Rare game. They still had stock of this one, so I picked it up. But it does look cool. We also have Rogue Heroes, Runes of Tassos. This is a Team 17 game. I like Team 17, so that's probably why I bought it. This is number 69 in the collection, and this is a rogue game, roguelike game, so definitely going to play that eventually. Next up, we have Book of Demons. This was one of those, number 64. I believe this was another one of those that it's a deck building, hack and slash deck building hybrid. I'm not big into the deck building, but I've seen a bunch of gameplay and it does look like fun. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. They had stock left over. It didn't sell very well, I think, and so I picked it up. Next up, we have Metal Unit, I think is what this one is. Yeah, Metal Unit, number 58. Again, they had stock of it. I picked it up. There was a point in time where I was buying Super Rare games just because I knew they held their value, which is a terrible thing to do as a collector. But yeah, I was just doing it because, and I will go into this with my Switch retrospective video on how I'm not a fan of these limited printed gaming companies and how I think they are kind of ruining the Switch as a whole and its legacy. But I'll get more into that into the retrospective side of stuff. Next up, we have Ida. I don't know why this isn't a big package. It's number 44. I guess it has extra stuff in here. I don't even know what's in there because I haven't opened it. So I don't know. I don't even remember what kind of game it is. Next, we have Freedom Finger, number 39. And the reason I got this is I'm 90% sure Joe DiMaggio is in this game. And I remember just hearing the voice acting and hearing like the quips and stuff. And it sounds like a really fun game. But it is a shoot 'em up, which is not my favorite style of gameplay. But that's okay. We'll probably end up playing it eventually anyway. Next up, we have Dandara, Trials of Fear Edition. This one's number 38. This game does look really cool, and I've heard good reviews about it, and so I picked it up and just never got a chance to open it because, again, I was at that point where I wasn't opening these games until I was playing them, and I just haven't got a chance to. Then we have OSM, Old School Musical. This one I got, I think, because it's a music-based game, and it looked like fun. And then here we go. We got SteamWorld Heist and SteamWorld Dig, the SteamWorld collection. You'll notice this one doesn't have a Super Rare sticker. It actually fell off in the package, and I accidentally threw it away. And because of that alone, I bet you this game is worth probably $10 less than it would be. These are number 34 and 35, which is a shame because no one would believe me. But it's the truth. I think when they put it on, they forgot to actually peel the sticker, and they just put it on, and then it fell off. And it was in the box, and I threw away the box before I realized the sticker wasn't there. That was stupid of me. I should have noticed. Next up, we have Assault Android Cactus. I wish I could see the back to see what the gameplay was. This is another one of those games I think I liked the gameplay look, and so that's why I picked it up. Another SteamWorld game, SteamWorld Quest Gilgamesh. Again, I already had SteamWorld games, and I hear good things about them, so I just kept picking them up so that eventually I can dive into that franchise. Next, we have Evoland Legendary Edition. I think this is a Zelda-like game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 2 great and unique RPGs. Oh, there's 2 of here. Oh, there's 2 games in here. Okay, awesome. Again, I like RPGs, so why not? This is number 22. Next up is Earthlock. This game looked really cool. It's a nice, cute-looking RPG journey-type game, and so that's why I picked it up. It's number 16. And then finally, we have Faerun Collection. This one is number 14, and I don't even remember what kind of game this is. I think it's a Zelda-like game. Faerun, Faerun 2, and Faerun Origin. Oh, and Faerun Blast. So it's got 4 games in here. I will say a lot of the Super Rare games I picked up because they looked interesting. And then I started picking them up as kind of like, oh, I should get these because they hold their value and you can sell them online really fast. And I stopped doing that after a little while because I don't like the concept of being a reseller. And I kept getting nervous about selling stuff on eBay and getting ripped off. So I ended up not selling them, and then their value would drop. And so I would end up not making my money on them anyway. So I just stopped doing it. And now whenever Super Rare announces a game, I actually will sit there and think before buying. Okay. And yeah, again, with the Super Rare stuff, the other thing too is they're another company that I feel like they don't really pick the best games all the time. So now I'm a little bit more choosy with those. But kind of last up with the big publishers is limited run games. I will say I have the cards here for a lot of them. So you can see the cards. Oh, they're upside down. But yeah, so I have the cards for all of them still. I tried to keep them in this plastic, but I ran out of plastic card cases. And so some of them are kind of loose. And then I even have a couple of them that are from games that I've gotten rid of, which are these 2. The Ruby Collection. I'm sorry, Ruby Grim Eclipse. And then this one, I can't remember what it was called. I actually got rid of these 2 games, but I forgot to give the cards with them. But yeah, so these are my limited run games. And you'll notice that a lot of those Super Rare games I haven't even played yet. But with limited run, you'll kind of see almost an opposite effect. If I'm not mistaken, limited run, I have... Oh, never mind. I haven't played a lot of these. But first up, we got Rivals of Aether. I have played this. This is a fun little, kind of Smash Brothers type game. It's not really. The controls are a little on the wonky side, but it's got great artwork, and it can be fun with the right people. Next up is Flint Hook from Limited Run. This is one of my favorite games from Tribute Games. It's a roguelike game where you play as Flint Hook, who goes around to different pirate ships and loots them, looking for, well, he's really more a mercenary, looking for his next target. And as you can see here, I've got a bunch of stuff in here. I actually cosplayed as Flint Hook, and when I went there, my friend was working on the mask for it, and the devs had actually messaged him on Instagram and said, oh, your friend's cosplaying that, tell him to come by our booth at PAX East. And so I went over there, and they gave me these pogs and this sticker as a free gift. I don't know why they were doing pogs, and as you can see, the Paladin, the Wraith, and the Squire, these are all from that other game, Panzer Paladin, because that's the game they were marketing at the time. But limited run, came with a manual. Here's the card for it. I usually keep the cards in here if the game is open. But yeah, so I just keep the Pogs in here because I don't want to lose them. It's very nice of them to give them to me, so I really appreciate that. And yeah, this is one of my favorite games. No one ever talks about it for some reason, but it's a really good roguelike. Next up, we have Mercenary Kings Reloaded Edition. This game's pretty cool. It's kind of like a run and gun game, but it is very hard. And I played it once with one friend. Oh, this is a comic book. Is this an instruction book? I think this is a comic book, not an instruction book, unless it's disguised. But that's pretty cool. But yeah, this game is really fun, really cool, but I never really got very far. Another Tribute Games game with cool reversible artwork. One day, hopefully, I'll find some friends to play that with, and we can beat it together. Next up is Duck Game. This game I have played, actually, quite a bit of, if I'm being completely honest with you. Very small manual. And, yeah, I have played it quite a bit. I think the card is over here for some reason. Yeah, this is the card. This should be in here. I think for a while I stopped putting the cards in there, but this one I've had a lot of fun with my friends. My friend actually got so into this game, he bought it himself, and him and his girlfriend like unlocked everything. But that's a sleeper hit for sure. Next up is Bug Fables, The Everlasting Sapling. This is supposed to be like a Paper Mario clone, but I'll be honest with you, it was kind of boring, which is why I dropped it. I eventually want to get back into it, especially because, again, Erica played Super Mario RPG, and me and her have both kind of been like, oh, maybe we should play the Paper Mario games again. And so maybe we'll get into this one as well, because it's not supposed to be a long adventure either. I just got to kind of sit down and play it again. Next up is Wizard of Legend. Yeah, this is a co-op-y kind of roguelike game. This one's a lot of fun, but I will say the load times for this game are very crappy. Maybe it's better on other systems, I want to say. Oh, here it is. But yeah, the load times for this one are pretty bad. So I would just be aware of that. But it is a fun game, and it's pretty cool. Next up, we have Aegis Defenders. This is kind of like a drop-in co-op action platformer. Really cool game, honestly. Me and Erica played it a little bit. Another instruction booklet. I think I have the card over here. And me and Erica played this game. We had a good time with it, but we just never finished the story. It's one of those things where, like, I feel like me and Erica play a lot of games together, but if it doesn't hook us, then we just don't end up finishing them. But this was a cool little game. Next up is Dust, an Elysian Tale. This is another one of those games where I think the collector's edition for this goes for a lot of money for some reason, but this is just the standard edition. Again, I've got the card back here. I've got the manual. I will say I wasn't a huge fan of this game. Aesthetically, it looks cool, but it is a Metrovania, and I don't love Metrovanias. But I do think Erica would love this game, which is one of the reasons I never sold it, because I think that she would have a good time with it. Oh, this game. Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl. I will say, this game is hella hard for no reason. This game has no right to be as hard as it is. And I played it by myself. Maybe if I played it with a friend, they could have helped me get through it. But, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it was harder than it needed to be. And so I kind of dropped it. But I did play a good amount of it. I don't really remember where I left off. I have a feeling that I probably got about halfway through, if I had to make a guess. But, yeah, that was a really hard game. Next up, we have Bad North. I actually streamed this game. This is a cool roguelike game where you have to go from, like, island to island to defend your island from invasions. And, oh, is this case broken? This case felt a little wonky. Another one. Luckily, limited run games, I think all of them come with instruction booklets. But you'll notice most of them are very thin, unlike some of the other publishing companies that come with very thick manuals, very descriptive manuals. I think, yeah, this is the Bad North one. For some reason, their manuals are very thin. Next up is River City Girls. This is one of my favorite games on the Switch, I will say. This game is so awesome. This one has a thick manual.
Erica and I had a great time playing this. Oh, it's got a comic book too in the back. And we actually beat the game. We had a ton of fun with it. And yeah, we're looking forward to eventually playing the second one. I don't know if I've bought the second one yet, but I definitely plan on it. Oh, do I not have their card? No, that's not it. That's not it. Momodoro. Why does it feel like... These cards are very thick, so for a second I thought maybe they were stuck together, but they're not. Yeah, I just... Maybe this one... You know what it is, too? I think there's some limited run games that just didn't come with cards. One thing I will warn people is this is a foil, and you'll see here, it's a little hard to tell on camera. You can see it actually right in that angle. See how it's kind of scraped through? Because I reversed it, and when you reverse it, you folded it in a different way. So I kind of ruined the cover of this game. So if you're out there and if you have this game, you haven't opened it, or you were planning on maybe reversing the cover, don't, because you will ruin the cover on this game. But that's definitely like a must play in my opinion. Next up, now we're getting into the games I haven't played yet, which is Scott Pilgrim, and so we can put the cards away because I haven't opened them yet. This game I bought purely because it's a beat 'em up from a cool franchise, and because this is one of those games that was stuck on the Xbox 360, and it was taken off of the eShop, and then it was impossible to get for the longest time, until recently. And then when it came out, everyone in the Switch collecting community was like, buy this game before it happens again. It's the only physical out there. Buy it before it happens again. And so I did. So that was kind of a FOMO buy, but that's okay. Next up, we got Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered. Now, this one is open, I'm noticing. Oh, that's right, because I took it out because I was planning on playing it. This, I believe, is the first in the series. So this game, I took it out because I do plan on playing it because it is a JRPG. Do I not have the card for this one? I guess not. But yeah, I bought this because I've watched the anime a long time ago and I liked it. And so when I found out there's a game for it, I started looking into the games to get them. And again, this one, it's not in the case because it's in my carrying case right now. Eventually, I do plan on playing it. It's on my list of JRPGs, and I remember it's not a long one either. Next up, we have Animal Well, which is from Big Mode. Limited run games. Another one, not in here because of the fact that I do plan on playing it soon. And yeah, very beautiful artwork. It's obviously from Video Game Donkey, who has a YouTube channel. Very famous YouTuber who's just got into publishing games. And sorry, I'm going to keep looking for the cards just in case I have them. And everyone talks such good stuff about this, so I wanted to give it a shot. Next up is Yooka-Laylee. This is supposed to be a Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor. I bought this more for Erica to play, and it's from Team 17, who is, again, very good. So she's a big Banjo fan. I'm not the biggest Banjo fan, and it's not because I don't like it. It's just because I never played it as a kid. I do plan on playing them eventually, and then obviously I'll play their spiritual successor after I play them. Next up is Streets of Rage 4, and I got this game because, one, it's a sick franchise. Very cool franchise, and it's a beat-em-ups game that I can play with Erica because it's multiplayer, so one day. Next up is Golf Story. Golf Story is one of those games that came out early on the Switch that everyone and their mother was talking about, saying how fantastic of a game it is, how amazing of a story and everything, and now it's getting Sports Story that's coming out soon, I think. I don't think it came out yet. It might have come out. And I originally, I think, bought this for Erica. Look, this is back when they were actually physical forever. Look at this. Whew. Wow. And I originally bought this for Erica. This is the Best Buy variant, if I remember correctly. Or maybe I bought her the Best Buy variant, and I have the actual limited run version. I don't really remember which is which, but yeah. Let me put this in the back, actually. And so we both have a copy of this. And she's played it a bunch and never beaten it, and I've just never played it, unfortunately. Next up is Celeste. Now, you can tell this one has the foil as well, which is why I didn't do the reverse fold on this one, because I learned my lesson from River City Girls, because it does have a reverse cover. A really nice one, too. Look how nice that artwork is. Erica actually played this game on stream and struggled very much through it. You might be able to catch some of those VODs here on our YouTube channel, but yeah, she struggled pretty hard with this game, and she's told me a bunch of times she wants to watch me play it because she wants to see if I would struggle as much as she did. Personally, I'm a little bit better at platformers than she is, so I think I'll be okay, but I saw how frustrating it can be, so I'm not going to hold my breath, and I'm going to be able to beat this one eventually. Next up is a game I actually really want to play called The Last Spell. I've seen gameplay of this a bunch of times, and I don't know what it is about this game. I think it's a roguelike, if I remember correctly. It just looks really cool. I love the artwork, and I can't wait to eventually open this guy up and play it. Next up for limited run games is Curse to Golf. I've heard so much about this game. So many YouTubers have talked about it. I know Beat 'em Ups has talked about it. I know Bob Wolf from Wolf Den Podcast has talked about it and talked to the dev before, who seemed like a really nice guy. Apparently this game is hella hard, but it's a cool little roguelike golf game, and eventually I do want to open this guy up. And by eventually, I mean this one might be a open up soon, honestly. We're starting to get into those limited run games where I want to play a lot of these sooner rather than later. Next up, I got Redemption Reapers. This one I got in their last sale that they had, so this one must not have sold very well. I think this is a tactical RPG, which is why I got it. It looks tactical based down here, but it could just be... It might not be tactical. It might just be straight up turn-based, but either way, it could be a fun time. Then, of course, I got the Doom Classics Collection. Now, I don't have Doom on the older systems, so getting Doom 1, 2, and 3 all here was, like, perfect. And eventually I do plan on opening this up and playing some of the Doom games. I've played Doom 1, I think, a little bit back in the day, but I've never gotten very far in it. Next up, we got Star Wars Republic Commando, because Limited Run, for some reason, got the exclusive rights to a lot of Star Wars and Lucasfilm games. And so when they started releasing a lot of these older ones, I just started scooping them up whenever they came available, because I knew that they'd be worth their value, or I thought they would actually be good games. So eventually, this one will get opened. Next up, we have Hero Must Die Again. I think this is a roguelike or a JRPG. I can't remember. Over 50 different funeral/endings, depending on what you accomplish. This game, I don't know why. I remember when this came out, it just really intrigued me for some reason, and so I picked it up, but I still haven't played it. Then we got Battle Axe. Now, this game looks really sick. This really reminds me of Gauntlet, the old Gauntlet Legends games, which were very hard, and this one is 2-player, so eventually me and Erica will go ahead and pick this guy up and play. Next, we have Shadowrun Trilogy. This one was a recent buy when they were having a sale. It's got 3 different Shadowrun games. I've heard very good things about Shadowrun in the past, and so when I saw they had a trilogy on the Switch, I was like, might as well, especially for it being on sale. It's a good value. Next up, we have Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. This game I bought primarily because Silent Warlock played it, and he swore it's a really fun game. As you can see, it's still sealed, so haven't gotten a chance to verify that for myself, but it's one of those games I do plan on eventually getting around to. Next up, we have both the No More Heroes 1 and 2 games. I don't know how or why Limited Run had the rights to sell these, and I probably could have gotten the double pack from Play Asia for a lot cheaper, which is what I'd recommend to people, but I don't know. I really wanted them. I've always liked the No More Heroes series from a distance. I've never actually played them, but I remember back when I first had my Nintendo Wii, I thought it was the coolest concept for a game, and I do want to sit down and play this entire franchise at some point, and so when they re-release them on Switch, I figured I'd go ahead and pick them both up. Next up, we have Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight. This game is one of those games that just art style wise really intrigued me, and so I decided to pick it up. And next we have Star Wars and Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy and Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. Double pack of limited run games, still sealed. I will eventually play this. I've heard good things about these games from Jesse. He's a big Star Wars fan, big Star Wars game fan, and so when this came out, I think he might have also picked this one up. And then next up, we have Monster Sanctuary, which, I do have the card in here. Have I played Monster Sanctuary? No, I don't think I played Monster Sanctuary yet. During our Monster Mayhem month, I was going to play it, and I think I just didn't get around to it, but Jesse ended up playing it during our Monster Mayhem month, and he loved this game, which made me want to play it even more, so can't wait to eventually get to this one. And then last up for limited run games is Iconoclast. This is another one of those games where, I just remember seeing the artwork and thinking it looked cool, and so I decided to pick it up. And I just realized that they are all numbered, so I probably should have given you guys the number for when they released, but it's a little too late for that. So those are all the limited run games that I have. All right, so next up we have what I'm calling the Nintendo Switch Oddities section. So let me go ahead and clear out these limited run game cards. And so these are basically all the ins and outs, all the odd things that I've gotten for the Nintendo Switch in terms of games and special editions and collector's editions. And so first up, I'm going to go with, I think this was the first one I ever bought, and I bought it because it was so damn cheap, and I don't know why. To this day, they're still pretty cheap. And I can't tell you why I bought it because I don't really know this franchise that well, and I haven't played the games, but I have watched the anime. And so the first one is Valkyria Chronicles 4, the special edition. And it's hard to get on a camera, but look at all the stuff it comes with. It comes with an actual tank and then all this other junk. Oh, it comes with controller skins too. I didn't even realize that. But as you can tell, this is still sealed. I never got around to playing it. It is the fourth game in the franchise, and so I was kind of like, maybe I should wait to play it. And then when they remastered the first game, I decided to play that one first, and then I'll probably jump into this, or maybe I'll try and find 2 and 3 first and then play this one. But I don't think you have to play them in order. But yeah, this is the first like special collector's edition that I bought. The next like special item that I bought is, of course, the Taiko no Tatsujin drum from Hori. Now the drum is still in here. I haven't really used it, unfortunately. I've heard good things about it. Let's just turn it this way. You can get these from Play Asia, I think, still to this day. My plan is to get a second one, and then that way me and Erica can play together and both have a drum, so that we don't have to play with our Switch Joy-Cons. But yeah, this is a cool little thing, cool little lap drum kit, and I can't wait to... honestly, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, I may end up going ahead and getting a second one of these sooner rather than later so we can start playing this game together. Next up is a game that Nintendo... Technically, this is kind of a first-party game, but not really. It's the Starlink Battle for Atlas with Star Fox McCloud. Now, if you know anything about this game came out for multiple systems, but the Nintendo Switch one had Star Fox exclusive, and then had the Star Wing and all the other stuff. These are not very hard to find, and they're always hella cheap. I've heard the game is actually pretty decent too, but I haven't gotten around to playing it yet, unfortunately. I did want to get more of the ships, but apparently you just don't need the ships to play the game, so people are like, don't even bother, which sucks because they did make and print a ton of these things, as you can see down here. But this is a cool looking game. Eventually I do want to try and play this one. This one is also a Nintendo Switch oddity, and that is Ring Fit Adventure. It's kind of hard to get these on camera. You know what Ring Fit Adventure is. This is the exercise game where you have to use the Ring Fit system, and that includes this ring here where you attach the Joy-Con up here, and then you do varying exercises to work out while playing your Nintendo Switch. This one is another collector's edition I got. This is the only collector's edition from limited run games that I bought, and the reason why is because the game itself is very much a nostalgia trip for me, and that is Zombies Ate My Neighbors / Ghoul Patrol on the Nintendo Switch. This game is just basically my entire childhood. I played this game to death, and when I saw that it was getting a re-release, I was like, I'm going to get it for sure. But then I saw that it was getting this really cool special edition that comes with the squirt gun and everything inside of here, and so I picked it up. Obviously, I never opened it. With all of the scammy stuff that limited run games is being known for these days with these special and collector's editions, I am very tempted to open this up to make sure that everything's in there and that it's really cool quality, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. This guy definitely lives on my shelf with my original SNES cart as of right now. And I actually watched a video recently of someone beating this game for the first time, and I've never beaten it, and so I'm very tempted to give this guy another shot very soon. All right, and the last oddity that I have, like big box oddity I will say, is the Nintendo Labo. That's right. I'm one of the people who bought the Labo. Number 4, as you saw, I had the game somewhere else, and I still have my cardboard. You can see it right here. Let me just grab it. I've got the VR headset with the little cover on it. This is such a cool little oddity thing, and I'll go deeper into this in the Switch retrospective. I love Nintendo for the odd, weird, crazy stuff that they do, and this one was one of the oddest things. And so I can't wait to go through the retrospective with you guys and explain why I think this is cool. I was planning on originally getting all of the Labo stuff, but I only was able to pick up this set, unfortunately. And now they're kind of hard to find, if I'm being honest with you. And of course, with this set, it also came with the gun, this Labo gun, which I will say I recently took it out of the closet, and it's built and it's very sturdy, but the rubber bands that go here on the cocking mechanism have all eroded. So that was a pretty big oversight, in my opinion, on Nintendo's part. I said it before and I'll say it again. Labo would have taken off if they had made everything out of plastic card instead of making it out of cardboard. I'm realizing that I did buy one more collector's edition, and that was from a company called Signature Edition Games, and this game is Morbid the Seven Acolytes Signature Edition. I bought this game because I thought it was a roguelike, and then I started playing it and realized it's actually a Souls-like game, and so I quickly dropped it after I couldn't beat the first boss. Maybe eventually I'll go back to it because this is a really cool game. I do recommend this for people who like tougher, challenging, more Souls-like style games, and it's just I'm just not usually very good at them. But this was a cool game, and I definitely recommend it for people. I didn't mean to buy the collector's edition. I think the standard was sold out, and this wasn't. And the price was kind of similar, so I just picked this one up. Okay, and another special edition that I got is this Nintendo World Championships NES edition. Now, if you remember, when this game came out, it didn't come out in any other version in the physical format. And so, in order to get a physical of this game, you had to get this big box thing that Nintendo released. And this is what it came with. It came with all of this junk that I have no intention on doing anything with. What the hell else is in here? Oh, it's an acrylic stand. It's a very heavy acrylic stand. Other than the acrylic stand, we have this old NES Gold cartridge, which is non-playable, just for the record. We have this. I don't know what's in here. I think one of these is a pin set, and the other one is like postcards, I think. Trying to read what it says. Yeah, one's a pin set, one's art cards. Okay, it says it on the back of the box, thankfully, so I don't actually have to open any of this stuff. But yeah, this is really cool, I will say. This is a cool thing that they did. I wish it had come out in a standard edition as well, but it's fine that they wanted to do this big, hurrah and hoodoo for their game. All right, I know we're getting to probably been recording for quite a long time, but we're going to finish off with a lot of the ins and outs oddity stuff like this. I don't actually remember where I got this from, but it's just like a glasses cleaner. We also got from PAX East, the year that I went, these Nintendo Labo markers, because the whole gimmick of the Nintendo Labo was so that you could like customize and like color with markers and with tape and all this kind of crazy stuff. And so I got these kind of limited edition markers, I guess. And then this thing, which I got from Play Asia, which is a stylus for the Nintendo Switch. This part is actually the stylus that glides, and then it's for games and for like art games and stuff. If you need a stylus, because normal styluses don't work on the Nintendo Switch. I actually accidentally got two of these, and I don't remember what happened to the other one. I think I sold it to someone, and then I kept this guy just in case I ever needed it. One thing I forgot in the past was that Streets of Rage 4 game did come with this CD soundtrack. I don't really know why this one came with a soundtrack, but it did, and so I have that. As well as I have two other steelbooks. We got The Legend of Zelda and the Monster Hunter Rise one. Now, I will say I went out of my way for Monster Hunter Rise and for this one. The other two I didn't really go out of my way for. That's just where we got them. I kind of wanted to get the steelbook collection, like start getting all the Nintendo Switch steelbooks, and then I started looking into which games had them, and most of the games that have them are ones that don't interest me, so I kind of quickly gave up on that adventure. The next thing is these Mario collectible coin set, which you could get at, I believe it was Target only when the game released. I did get this coin set, honestly, with the full intention of giving this to my friend, because I don't think he was able to get one. But I got to ask him again if he was ever able to get them, because I believe I bought these for him, and I don't know if he ended up actually getting his own set or not. Because I remember when he was first getting the game, he had said he couldn't find them. So I think that was the original reason I bought these. And so I actually, you know what? I should probably text him and ask him. I can't believe I forgot about that. And the next up is another interesting one I think was also from Target, was this Mario Maker 2 Lunchbox. Very odd thing to give out for like an exclusive. And if I remember correctly, this came free with the game. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I think this came free with the game, whereas like those coins, you had to buy those. So this was an interesting just little... there's no thermos or anything inside of it. It's just a lunchbox. And I keep it wrapped. My plan was to eventually sell it, honestly. But I don't think these ever got up there in value, so I just kind of hung on to it. And I probably won't ever end up selling it. Like, let's get real here. And then I think finally, hopefully, the last like kind of specially weird thing that I have for the Nintendo Switch is the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Pokeball Plus, which also I have this little pin that I think I also got from PAX East the year this game had come out. And again, the Pokeball Plus is a cool little item. It comes with a Mew inside, and you're supposed to be able to travel with your Pokemon. Very cool idea. It's not the first time they did it. They've had things like this with like the Pokewalker back in the day, but they decided to do again, and I think it was really cool. When I go through the retrospective stuff, I'll probably go a little bit more in depth on my thoughts on some of these more oddity items. But I just wanted to at least show them off in this video, since this is a collections video.
All right, and that's everything. I just want to say, if you've made it through the whole video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can go ahead and follow us over on Nerd Crew at Instagram or Nerd Crew on Bluesky, where I do post some stuff and some videos related to like what I pick up and stuff. But yeah, that was a pretty massive amount of games. I didn't realize it until I was making this video, but I've got a couple numbers here for you. Basically, according to my price charting, I have around 213 games in total. Now, that's not including digital games, because I do have probably about, I want to say 15 to 20 digital games. I mentioned a couple of them during the video because I've actually rebought them physically. Some examples of that are like Cat Quest 1, Overcooked 1, and Stardew Valley are all digital games that I have, but I've also bought them physically. And just so, you know, I kind of go over some of the numbers here, I calculated exactly how much of my entire collection I've played versus not played, because I was curious. You know, when I first started collecting for the Nintendo Switch, I really did make a point of buying games I was going to play, and then I played them. But then somewhere along the lines, it just kind of got out of hand, and I kind of fell behind, and, you know, the backlog just grew so fast. But to my surprise, I've played and beaten a total of 44-ish% of my collection. And these numbers are a little bit off because this doesn't really include digital games and stuff, but like I've basically almost played and or beaten half of the games I own. And then the other half is games that I haven't even played yet, unfortunately. You know, I will say I'm also making another video where it'll be more of a Switch retrospective, where I'll talk about exactly why I bought some of the games I bought and go over some other ones kind of more in depth, as well as give my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch itself as a system and as my journey through collecting for that system. I was originally going to do that all here in this video, but especially after I filmed everything, just going through the games itself, I mean, there's just no way. It would be like a 3-4 hour video, and I'm already pushing it to try and make this video around 2 hours. Sorry in advance if it's not. But yeah, that is the entire Nintendo Switch collection as of May 17th. And I keep saying that because I've got games coming in the mail. I'll be honest with you. There's going to be more games probably by the time this is even put up on YouTube. There's probably going to be 2 or 3 new games added to this collection. But especially before the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, there will definitely be probably 4 or 5 other games, because I've got some that are still like pending pre-orders and stuff like that. So thanks again so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it. If you like content like this, I also am posting monthly pickups videos where you can catch what I've been, you know, adding to my various collections, as well as If this video gets 50 to 100-ish views, I will most likely consider going over some of my other collections. The only problem I will say with the other collections is those ones are definitely more games I've not played versus played, because they're all my retro collections, and most of the ones I've played were from childhood, whereas like the actual game collecting aspect of it kind of happened later in life, and I haven't really gotten a chance to really play a lot of those. So I will make those videos though if this one gets enough attention, I guess. But I just want to say again, thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment down below. Tell me what you guys have. Tell me, your favorite games in your collection. If you are also someone who's maybe a small-time content creator and you have a video of your own Switch collection, please put the link down in the description below. I'd love to go ahead and click and watch your videos and see what you guys have in your collections, because the thing about the Nintendo Switch is it's got a massive library. I have so many games. A lot of them are commons that a lot of people have, a lot of collectors have, but there's so many games out there that I don't have and that are, in my ethosphere. I definitely plan on getting them eventually, but yeah, I think I'm getting closer and closer to the cap of this collection. But until next time, I just want to say thank you again, and I'll catch you later, nerds.